Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. I'm trying to get everything set up for you. It's a lot happening on this YouTube. For a second, I thought I wasn't going to be able to go live. All right, let me get our announcements out. All right, happy Thursday. Let me see if anybody's watching. I'm going to bring up, let's see. I think we're good. I'm not showing the live stream. Can you guys see the video? Just checking, because I am not seeing it live. Let me try over here and see if I can see us live. Okay, I think I can see. I'm waiting to see. But it's still not showing a video yet for me. Hopefully it will here soon. And it will show some comments. Okay, hey Clem and Donna and Kimberly. Hi Rose and Lou and Janice. All right, I can see. Yay! For a second, I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I even going to be able to see anything? Okay, so we're good to go. All right, let me make sure that I have everything else up, and I'll start these announcements. For some reason, YouTube likes to take down my thumbnail, and it's very frustrating. I don't know why they do that. It's there and then it like disappears. So I'm gonna try and make sure that it stays this time. And other than that, I think we're good. All right. Hey Joyce, how are you? All right, so let's do our announcements. There is product of the month if it hasn't sold out, because I haven't actually been online today. I have been doing so many other things. So I am not sure if product of the month is still available. Does anybody know if it's still available? I think it must be. I'm sure that they had enough quantity for a few days. I think it is. I think it is, because it would say sold out. So I think it is. It is beautiful paper. It is a pack called True Blue Florals. It is a regular sized pack of DSP. So you're going to get 6 different designs front and back, and 12 total pages, 2 of each. Hey, Maleda. And it is really lovely, and I think that you will really like it. So here it is, lots of really beautiful blues. And it's only $5 when you spend $75. So I highly suggest you putting in an order and getting this paper before it's sold out, because every month they're going to have a new product of the month. It won't always be DSP. It'll be all different things. And yeah, it's first come, first serve. So when it sells out, it sells out. Cyber Monday is still going on all the way until next Tuesday. Remember, if you have a current Paper Pumpkin subscription, even if it's month to month, and you choose to get in on these really great deals, that you do so by pausing your other subscription for the month, and then going ahead and placing this prepaid order. Because it will start a brand new subscription for you as a prepaid, and you will get the December kit. So the December kit happens to be Watercolor in Bloom, and it is quite lovely. It is going to be love and appreciation cards with rich watercolor hues and elegant botanical flourishes. 9 cards through each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. It has copper foil, copper sequins, pre-cut paper pieces, vellum pieces, which I love when they put vellum pieces in a kit. Coordinating colors are copper, garden green, night of navy, which is the Stampin' Spot, pretty peacock, secret sea, and shaded spruce. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. And I can't wait to get mine. There is still time to get your coordinating add-on if you don't have it yet. It's item number 167855. It's $12, and it is the Abundant Joy dies. So don't forget about those. The crafting advent calendar is on last chance, but it is still the same $99 price point. It's item number 167335 if you would like to give somebody the gift of creativity. This is a kit that will have items in it that are not available anywhere else. And it is not Christmas related, but the box is Christmassy, so it makes a great Christmas gift. The kids collection, we have 2 new kits that came out a couple days ago. We have the Banner Botanical Kit, which is $23, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, item number 167237. And we have the As You Grow Kit, which is an album kit for a baby. So if you know of somebody who's having a baby, this would be a fantastic gift. It makes a 5 3/4 by 9 1/4 and almost an inch thick album. I think it'll be super cute, and it's called As You Grow. It's $22, item number 167238. You can't wait for which one, Rose? The banner kit? This one? Oh yeah, the new paper pumpkin. Everyday Beauty is not available. Okay, well, it is last month's kit, so you had a month to get it. It probably will come back eventually, and the Adventure Await kit is also available, and I think this is going to be a super cute kit. I love all the little vehicles. I think it'll make really fun alternatives, and it's a $14 non-stamping kit, so I think it can go lots of places with you. The craft classes are always available. Don't miss out on those. They're probably going to come out with another one soon. The 2 that they've had so far, well, one I have taken, one I haven't yet, but I'm sure it's just as good as the first one, and I look forward to taking that class. Game night is still available for December. It will be on the 18th because obviously we can't have it on Christmas. And I'm still taking open registration for that. So please don't forget to sign up. I have a few guys already signed up. I would like to get at least 8 people. So please, please, please sign up for December game night. It is always fun, and it's a great way to win free Stampin' Up! Products. You don't just get that chance, you also get the card kit that comes with all of the items that I make. I'm using for, I think it's called Friendly Foliage for December, and I have the link for you, which I will throw in the chat. Let me grab that. And there you go. Tonight will be the last night to sign up for Mystery Kit Bingo online. If you're in person, you can continue to sign up till the day we meet, which is Saturday. I have availability for you guys, but the ones I have to mail out, you only have until tonight to sign up. So please don't forget to sign up if you would like to play Mystery Kit Bingo. I will be mailing those out and you need to get them. So tonight is the final night to sign up. And those are the links in the chat. So we are good to go there. I am also part of a design team and I sell tutorial bundles in my store. I would love it if you check those out. And I have lots of different ones. Fun, Folge, Masculine, Anything But a Card, Christmas in July, all kinds of tutorials are available. And don't forget about my Inky Hands crew. It is near and dear to my heart. It is a group of ladies that love to support me. They get 6 projects every single month sent out, usually the last Friday of the month. Sometimes I push it if I'm running a little late like I have been because I'm moving. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing that, but it's a lot of work to move and I have not stopped doing my business. So working full-time and moving full-time is hard. But I appreciate all of you guys who do support me. It is basically the price of one Starbucks a month, so $7.99, and I would love to have you be part of the crew. Fun way to get lots of ideas with current projects. Of course, if you don't have the stamp setter bundle that I use for the month, you can always substitute something in your stash. And I appreciate everybody who signs up for Inky Hands crew. Also, if you think you want to support me but you don't want to spend a monthly recurring membership, you can also buy me a coffee. That is always linked in the description of my video, so you can click on any video there that you're watching and choose any dollar amount that you want to support my business, and I would highly appreciate that. So thank you for all of you who have donated to buy me a coffee. That makes me feel really happy, and I'm very grateful for those of you who have done so. So thank you so much for those of you who have contributed to buy me a coffee. Okay, let's talk about what we will be using tonight. We are using the So Swirly embossing folder. We are using the Festive Friends Bundle. And we are using the traditional sparkling sequence. So these are the items that we will be using in addition to cardstock and all that good stuff. But I wanted to share with you what we're using. So tonight's card is a non-traditional Christmas card. In other words, what that means is it's not red and green. Yes, Janice, friendly foliage is so beautiful. One of the cards that John got for his birthday in the mail was one of you guys used that. I don't remember exactly who it was that used it, but one of you guys did use it, and it is a gorgeous little bundle. So I would love to have you join our December game night. So this is the card that we are going to be making. So cute. This stamp set has sold out, and I don't know if we're getting any more back, but I hope that those of you who wanted it already got it, or it's on its way to your door. All right, so here is our base. It's Pool Party. It's 4 1/4 by 11, and I always burnish after I've bent my card and scored it. So I hope that you will check out the really cool Pool Party color. So I am using this designer series paper, which is part of the North Pole Delivery Specialty DSP. I love this polka dot, so we are going to be using that today. I've got to grab my silicone mat. If I can find it, it's missing. I don't know what I've done with it. I probably picked it up under something else. Who knows where it is? I'm looking under my mat. Yep, that's exactly where it is. It's living here, and I rolled my mat right over the top of it. Okay, so now we're good. I found it. So let's add some wet adhesive to the back. No snow for us. I am not a fan of it because I don't want to clean it up. But I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I love snow on my cards. And actually, I think I would like snow if I was at like a snow resort or something like that where I didn't have to do the work. I'd be happy to have snow. But not a fan of snow when I have to clean it up. All right. That's why being a kid was so fun when it snowed. First you got a snow day from school and you got to play, but you didn't have to do any work. All right, so now for the bottom part of our card. I forgot to give you the dimensions on that. So I don't remember. I think it's 3.5 inches by 4. Let's see. Yep, 3.5 inches by 4. And this piece of basic white cardstock, I have ran through that embossing folder, the So Swirly, and I believe it's 2 inches by 4, and it is 2 inches by 4. So we are going to attach that. Looks like it's a smidge over to 4 inches, so I'm going to just trim it to make it 4 inches. Let's see. Let's see if it's 4 inches now. Kimberly, all that snow and you couldn't shovel, you poor thing, because I know you wanted to. Because you have to recoup. When my kids were little though, even though I had to clean it up, I still loved the snow because I like to play with them in the snow. But I don't think if I asked my kids if they wanted to play in the snow, I don't think they would do it. All right, so this is a 2 inch by 4 inch piece of basic white. We're going to add these really cool swirlies onto our card. How many of you guys do non-traditional Christmas cards? I am quite curious. All right, so there's our white layer. If you want to cut it a little longer than 2 inches, like 2.5, you can always tear the back side. But for this particular card, it gets covered. So in this bundle, the dies, there are some add-on dies, and this Christmas tree and this Christmas tree are add-on dies, so they're right here. So we are going to be using those. We have that tree, the little short tree is soft sea foam, and the pointy trees are bubble bath. It's a lot of work. Snow is a lot of work. It's beautiful, but it is a lot of work. All right, so we're gonna add one of these trees back here. So cute. All right, and the other one is gonna be on the other side. All right. Perfect. All right, let's clean up some of this glue mess. Maleda, why don't you do any Christmas cards? Well, Donna, we are very unique because we make non-traditional Christmas cards. All right, so before we go any farther, I want to add a little Wink of Stella because Wink of Stella always makes everything better. So these trees need to be sparkly because if we're going for pink trees, then we definitely need sparkly pink trees because would a pink tree not be sparkly? I think not. So Wink of Stella to the rescue. I have to shake it up because it feels like it's a little dry. There we go. So now comes our next tree. Hey, Lisa. Milena, you are lazy? No, you're not. Maybe on your mystery kit night you'll get a Christmas kit and you'll have Christmas cards, Milena. Hi, Kimberly M. Kimberly, this bundle is sold out. So if you did not get it, you will not be getting it. It sold out as soon as they put it on last chance. Okay, so we are going to worry about this tree in a minute, but we're going to color our little guy. Okay, so we're using two colors. We're using Pool Party Light and Bubble Bath Dark. So I always like to add on anything that's Christmassy or snowy where it's white. I like to add a little Pool Party. I just think it adds a little fun. Okay, so that's our snowman. We need to add a little icy to him. So Pool Party is the perfect color. Then with the dark Bubble Bath, oh wow, Kimberly, that's wild. So every other stripe on the hat is going to be pink, Bubble Bath pink, dark. And the snowman's nose is also going to be, and the scarf. All right, now that he's all colored, we're going to attach him to his Christmas tree. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit on his arm here, a little bit up and a little bit below, because that's where he will sit against his tree. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't matter. It's going to be on my silicone mat. So it works out that way. All right, we did pretty good. Now comes the dimensionals. So get ready to count, my friends. Pinch bowl to the rescue. There's add-on dies, Kimberly, for the paper pumpkin. This stamp set is literally the cutest. All right, so we're gonna add a little mini on his pom-pom at the top of the tree. I need one over here because it just feels like it needs a little something. And then I'm going to also use one of my edges because if we don't use all 3 sheets of my dimensionals, what would we do? But his little arm here needs a little support, so I'm gonna put a strip of a piece, you know, from my edges. All right, so there is our dimensionals. So I'm gonna pull them off and put them in here. All right, we're getting there. little by little. That's what my dad used to say when he used to shovel the snow. Because I lived in New Jersey and there was lots of snow. And so we didn't get it every year, but we did get, when we got it good. All right, so we're gonna add our little snowman here. We're creating our little scene. Isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness. He's so precious. Okay, so guess what? He needs some sparkles. Because why wouldn't he? So all of the pink and white of his hat is sparkly. His nose is sparkly. His scarf is sparkly. He's just sparkle, sparkle city. All right. Or she. We don't know. Do snowmen? I guess we have snow girls and snow boys. I don't know which one this is. You guys decide. Is this a little snow girl or is it a snow man? We'll soon find out. We'll do see what everybody thinks. Okay. And then I don't believe I added any to the green tree, just to the, but so cute. So now comes the fun part. We're gonna do snowflakes. So again, these dies have these snowflakes right here. I think, Kimberly M., I think what you heard me say is that there's add-ons to the die set. In other words, they don't cut out anything, but they're additional dies that you can still use. The only thing that cut things out are these 3 dies that are open. The rest of them are all called additional or standalone dies. I think that's what you might have heard me say, and I might have confused you with that. All right, so next we're gonna do our snowflakes. So I'm just gonna bring them in, but I'm gonna grab a piece of scrap, which is on my desk, and I'm gonna slide these in here, okay? And guess what they're gonna get? Wink of Stella. So make sure that your dies, especially these teeny weeny ones, are flipped to the right side, because you know there's a right and a wrong side of every die. All right, so there's that one. Let's use some more Wink of Stella. So just, you know, having it on a scrap piece, it helps so that you don't make a mess all over your silicone mat. And it's just like painting the snowflakes, right? Whenever I squeeze, I always try to make sure that it gets flowing first before I put it on, because I don't want to oversaturate. There we go. We're almost done. There we go. So pretty. All right. So now we're going to flip over. Well, I don't think those are sparkly enough. All right, we're going to, I think this one already got flipped over. There we go. We're gonna flip over the baby ones, these teeny weeny ones, because we're just gonna put dots of glue on to the onto the paper, and then we're gonna just stick those down. So they need to be upside down so I can pick them up. All right, the rest of them are easy enough to flip over. Okay, so this one is going to get a mini dimensional, so you're not done counting dimensionals rows. All right, so we're gonna pull that one off of the back of that snowflake. The other ones are all getting glued flat. All right, so here we go. That one doesn't need it. This one needs it. So let's add this one first. Okay. Then the little one. So cute. Then the big one. And then we have these 3 little guys. So we're just going to put 3 little dots on our card, just wherever we feel like it. And I will add our stars, there we go, on top of them. Okay. And this last one, and then I'll use my take your pick tool or this tweezer to put them the way I want them to look on my card, in the direction that I want them to be, and all that good stuff. All right, so far so good with the outside. Let's work on the inside. We're gonna come back to the outside in a minute because I don't want that dimensional to show there and stick to everything. So I'm gonna share it with you in a minute. But first we're gonna bring our basic white, which is a 4 by 5 1/4. We're gonna stamp it with a pool party tree. I popped up the snowman, I popped up the tree, I popped up the 1 snowflake, so I'm not counting those dimensional, so you're just gonna be without. All right. So here is our tree. And then we're gonna do some pink snowflakes because why? This is our card and we can do what we want. So I'm gonna put 1 up here. And then I'm gonna put 1 here and 1 on this side of the tree. Because it's snowing pink in our card. All right, and then we're gonna add our sentiment that says, we wish you a Merry Christmas, but not yet, because I gotta clean. All right, so we're using we wish you a Merry Christmas in Pool Party. And I'm gonna bring this down, and I fear I may be out of camera, but if I am, trust me that I'm stamping it, even if you can't see it. All right, that wasn't a very good job that I did stamping it. I missed a little bit of it. That's why I'm happy that I have the Stampin' Blend or the Stampin' Write markers, because they're always my savior. They're always my salvation when I do these little things. And you know what? You could always, if you wanted to, and you didn't have Stampin' Write markers, you could always, just put a little piece of paper over the top and use that instead. But because I have the Stampin' Write markers, and I will just fix it. All right, let's clean this and add it to the inside of our card. Let's get rid of these guys, since we're not counting tonight. All right, glue to the rescue. Multi-purpose glue to the rescue. I think we should have ice cream every Tuesday and Thursday night. It's just my thing, but I mean, I think we should do it. Thank you so much, Janice. I love non-traditional colored cards. And Pool Party is one of my favorite colors to use at Christmas time for a non-traditional card. So it was a pretty much of a no-brainer. That's why I called this my Subtle Snowman Card, because all of these colors that are on here, Balmy Blue for the snowflakes, Bubble Bath for the trees, Soft Sea Foam for the little green tree, Pool Party, they're all in the Subtle collection. So that's why I called it the Subtle Snowman. All right, let's fix the rest of our card. We're going to add our embellishments next. And this is the final step. He absolutely could be a winter card, Donna, because he's a snowman. 100%. I love snowflakes and snowmen. It's probably one of my downfalls. I think I buy every snowman, snowflake thing out there. All right, so we're gonna add these, and these are just gonna be extra snowflakes in the sky, wherever you feel one is needed. Maybe here. All right, so this has a balmy bluish pool party. I don't know the exact color because they don't tell us on the packaging, but I thought it went very well and stood out and became another snowflake, right? So how cute is our card tonight? Adorbs with this amazing bundle. I'm so sorry that it sold out. This happens every year when the last chance comes out because people want what they want. You can't stop what people want, right? So there is the cards. And of course I used these really cool little sequins. And then if you missed my other two cards in this series, you can get this one. This is my elf flip flap, double flip flap. And my Santa buckle card. So I hope that you will check them out. And I hope you enjoyed the series of Festive Friends. I almost don't want to stop using it. If it hadn't sold out, I probably would continue to use it for another week, but we'll use something else that I haven't used yet next week. But I hope that you guys enjoyed these cards. Be on the lookout early next week for your product if you signed up for Festive Friends class. And I hope that those of you that are coming for Mystery Kit Bingo will have fun. Debbie, you should come for that. That would be really fun if you could make it. But yeah, so I hope those of you, and also the November game night should be mailed out, and you should get that also next week sometime. All right, guys, thanks so much. I know, it's so sad, but it's so great for us who already have it. Because now we have this cuteness, and it's limited edition. All right, guys, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you haven't clicked the thumbs up, I would appreciate it if you did that. It really helps. Share my video. That also helps. And if you save the video, that also helps. That's the little like bookmark or the little like banner. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And thanks for being part of tonight's live. I will see you next Tuesday with a different bundle. And thanks for being part of my live tonight. You guys mean everything to me. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping, my friends. Good night.